Hi everyone, welcome back. So let's look at ETH BTC chart, and ETH BTC has been in a huge correction. So currently it has found some kind of a temporary bottom and it is in a bounce right now. And this is more of a technical bounce in my opinion, because there are still important levels that it needs to reclaim before we can say that this is completely bullish. But for now, it is definitely in some kind of a recovery phase. So we are looking at a ETH BTC daily chart, and what I want to share are important levels for right now. So for the short or medium term frame, you can say for the next 1 or 2 months, as long as these levels hold, we can expect some kind of a bullish rally in Ethereum against Bitcoin. And that can result in alt rallies or alt season, whatever you want to call it. But as long as ETH holds well against Bitcoin, there is a possibility for altcoins to rally. So the important level for now is 0.022. So as long as this level holds, I think Ethereum will likely continue going higher against Bitcoin. And this is the most important level in my opinion, 0.022. This was the previous level that was lost and Ethereum has reclaimed it. Again, to remind you that we are looking at daily charts. So as long as we are getting daily closings above this, Ethereum is likely to go higher. The first level is 0.026. The next level is 0.029 and the final level is 0.033. These are the three targets where Ethereum can go and tap these targets against Bitcoin. And if it can produce this rally, I think it will give also a good momentum against altcoins. But overall, you have to realize that Ethereum has been in a massive bear trend against Bitcoin. So even if it goes to 0.033, it still wouldn't be out of woods, as you can say, because after such a huge correction, this is just a small technical bounce. So you have to understand what is important. You have to understand the context. But for now, as long as 0.022 holds, Ethereum is likely to continue higher. Let's look at weekly and you will understand what I am talking about. As you can see, let me hide these drawings. As you can see, Ethereum has been in such a massive downtrend against Bitcoin. So after such a huge correction, a small bounce, or even if it bounced till here, which is at 0.04 level, it would still be kind of a technical bounce. So for ETH to print a macro bottom, it needs to do something like this, which it did over here in 2018, 2019 on a weekly time frame. Some kind of a macro consolidation can lead to a bullish breakout against Bitcoin. This is needed for ETH, in my opinion. Looking at averages, and we know we are looking at EMAs on weekly time frame right now, and you can see very clearly it is currently testing 21 weekly. This was previous support. It flipped into resistance and it has been resistance since 2023, December 2023. So since December 2023, this has been a huge resistance for Ethereum, and this is currently just a technical bounce on weekly. Even on daily, if we look, then there is some kind of a bullish momentum, as I told you, where 21 daily EMA crossed the 89 daily EMA. But there is 200 daily EMA on 0.027 level. So again, this has been a huge resistance for Ethereum. Very clearly. You can see multiple points of rejection every time it tests the 200 daily EMA. So for ETH to be completely bullish against Bitcoin, in my opinion, it needs to flip. The first level to flip is 0.033. Once we start seeing Ethereum closing about this, then I think there will be a macro shift against Bitcoin. Until then, I don't see any major shift for Ethereum, but yes, this can also be a consolidation, something like this, come back down, print a double bottom on the weekly, and then, something like this can happen, mirroring this same consolidation. But that does not mean that you will not get opportunities to trade alts and There will be alts that will keep outperforming both Bitcoin and Ethereum. And it is very important for you to objectively look at charts and don't be blind about your bags, but be objective about them. So for now, I think as long as 0.022 level holds, there is a good potential for it to go higher. 0.026 is current resistance, but it also 0.027 is the resistance at 200 daily EMA. So a good breakout of this zone tacking 0.029, 0.033, that would be a really big move for ETH. And if that does happen, then I think that would be a good time to take profits, come back, retest these zone as support. That's where you buy back and keep riding higher. So it is important, if you understand this, I think that will be presenting a great opportunities for you to trade. But it is very important to understand these contexts and these moves. Keep an eye on ETH BTC if you're trading alts, because I think this has been a very important chart in my opinion. I hope you find today's video valuable. Keep coming back for new videos. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.